Good evening. What if I were to tell you that Tony Stark from the Iron Man franchise was a real person? You'd probably call me crazy. But there's a gentleman out there who has done many things for the environment and for the progress of human exploration into space through his business decisions, and his name is Elon Musk. He has a quote that I'd like to share with you from brainyquote.com, and that is, when something is important enough, you do it, even if the odds are not in your favor. And he's lived out this purpose before through his actions in business and also through his visions. He is a very adaptable person who has a penchant for listening to new ideas and adapting to them, and he follows through until the bitter end. And he has always stood up on the forefront of new ideas. Visionary, even though it may not be the norm just yet. For example, in the mid to late 90s, he founded a company called X.com, which eventually was rolled up into a larger entity called PayPal. And he ran PayPal for several years successfully until he sold them to eBay. And from that, he took on a job as the CEO and designer at Tesla. Now, Tesla is an electric automaker. They've specialized in making electric-powered cars. And at the time he took them on, they were very small, but today you may have even heard or even seen a Tesla automobile. I've seen at least one roaming around Bentonville before. He also founded a company called Solar City, which is to engage in the mass manufacture and rollout of solar panels to houses and small businesses and things of that nature, in order to help cut down on folks' utility bills by using green energy that they can get on the roofs of their homes or businesses. He also founded a company called SpaceX, and what they do is private space flight. They do launching satellites. They want to send people into space. They want to do space travel. They also would like to colonize Mars, according to their own website, and also from the words of their founder, Elon Musk. And in making and marketing these new ideas, he's had a lot of time to take in the suggestions of others, but also to implement some of the better suggestions he has received. For instance, according to Business Insider, he received some technical ideas and data from NASA in order to make his rockets more safe and more reliable, in order to make them launch the first time and not explode on the launch pad or separate and explode in the air. And much like rocketry, sometimes it is tricky, according to his own Twitter account. And also, that has helped to bring his projects forward, is listening to some of the ideas of folks out there, including NASA, even though sometimes his projects have gone through some darkest hours. According to a YouTube talk he recently had with Sir Richard Branson, he was asked about the toughest moments he's experienced in business. And he thought about it for a little bit, and he came to the conclusion about a situation that happened around 2008. Tesla was not getting final approval for a government loan for green energy to purchase and stock a car plant, and they were nearing bankruptcy. And SpaceX was also going through a period of near bankruptcy where several of their rockets were failing and exploding in the air. And instead of watching one die in order to let one succeed, he took the money he made from selling PayPal and invested it in both companies. Invested it in both Tesla to build them up, and invested it in SpaceX to keep them flying. And after he got everything together for Tesla, the government loan came in, and everything for SpaceX came in, which included data from NASA as well as a $1.8 billion contract to supply the International Space Station with supplies from his rockets. That really helped to give him the cash infusion to help those companies grow more, and SpaceX now, he openly talks about wanting to colonize Mars with SpaceX, and that is awesome. And he's proven time and again that he's willing to meet all of his challenges through the very end, even through some tough times. And he's very well shown that he is a visionary, and that he's listened and improved and adapted his ideas to the suggestions and technical assistance of others. And he's also seen his projects to completion. His work sometimes takes some extraordinary measures in order to do it, and he has risen to meet them not just for profitability, but also to meet his visionary image of both environmentally clean lifestyle and exploring the realm of human exploration into space. And I feel that someday his contribution to society may be spoken in the same lights as people like Leonardo da Vinci, or Thomas Edison, or Nikola Tesla, or other inventors and visionaries of their day. I thank you for watching my speech this evening. Have a good night.